Fully vaccinated. A stranger came up to me in the store today, and we went to shake my hand. I said, no. I popped his finger in my mouth. He said, what are you doing? I popped another finger in my mouth. Store clerk comes up to us. He said, it looks so warm in there. I said, you get in here too. I put his whole hand in my mouth. He said, oh my God, I missed this. And I said, the world is healing.
Oh, hello. Good morning.
And roll the opening clip.
Oh, we already did.
And roll the show open.
Yeah, no, that's done.
And cut to us at the desk.
Yep. Hi, good morning, everyone. It's too early.
Welcome to the first, best, and only morning show in existence. I'm Anthony Carboni.
I'm Saige Ryan.
Saige, I dreamed an entire cinematic universe last night.
Tell me about your cinematic universe.
I overslept.
Oh, we know.
Normally I'll tell you I've been up for a while. I haven't been up for a while. I overslept. And I dreamt an entire cinematic universe last night.
What?
That was based on the fact that the xenomorphs from Aliens, apparently they made a discovery, and the xenomorphs from Aliens can also see and exist through different realities.
Okay.
And so a bunch of characters from a bunch of different movies had to be brought together to stop the xenomorphs from Aliens. Because they could go through different realities and tear the realities apart.
That's a spicy crossover.
It's a spicy crossover. And listen, Ridley Scott, you're just fucking up Aliens right now. Give it to me. Give it to me. I'll do something with it. There was not a single Batman there. G Soto 83 in the live studio audience wanted to know if it was 5 Batmans. There wasn't a single Batman there. I do want to say the Terminator was represented.
Okay.
And at least one Gwendolyn Christie, but I can't remember as who. But there was one Gwendolyn Christie.
One.
There was at least one Gwendolyn Christie.
Potentially more. How exciting, everyone. So I will be fielding requests for meetings for Anthony.
We're not taking any general meetings either, okay? We're not going to sit and have lunch and just chat, all right?
No, absolutely
I don't
not.
have time for that
Especially because restaurants are unsafe.
Yeah.
So
I've got the idea up here. You got to come to me.
y'all, we have news to talk about.
We got news to talk about.
Plenty of it.
So many news.
Where should we start today, Anthony? I'm tempted to just not even start at games and start by giggling at dumb people.
I don't want to start at games because look, there's a big. This is tech news. Hey,
I'm gonna give a content warning.
Definitely
right
a content warning.
We're going to talk about somebody in the political sphere that's a fucking skis ball, and it does involve predatory actions.
We will. We're going to talk less about the predatory actions. We're going to keep it minimal, but we are going to talk about the stupidity of it all. I want to talk about Matt Gaetz, who of course is a representative from my home state, which I disavow, Florida. If you ask me where I'm from, I'll probably either tell you New York or Ohio because I don't want to tell you Florida, especially with people like Matt Gaetz being around. Now, Matt Gaetz has been embroiled in a bit of a scandal.
Oh, you could say
it's a bit of a scandal.
a small bit of hot water.
Previous to this, Matt Gaetz is known as the guy who put on a military-grade gas mask in the chambers of government to make fun of the fact that they were asking people to wear masks, and then got COVID.
And I feel like this next story is entirely in line with that. Matt Gaetz has been more than accused of predatory behavior with some just teens. With some teens.
And he's like, that's ridiculous. Come on. This is slander. Meanwhile, news is coming out that Florida representatives actually have like a point system that they assign to the type of different women they can sleep with and get pictures of. And he's no, but not me, not Matt Gaetz. This is all drummed up. We don't have a point system. We don't have these. No.
I'm a nice guy. Oh, Anthony.
Yeah, I'm just going to run the open again.
Anthony, please.
Now you're going to run the open again. Now I'm going to run the open again. And
Anthony,
let's go to the story.
Please don't touch any more buttons.
Okay. And 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, I'll fix this.
Okay.
In the meantime,
we don't need the image. Because here's what's up. Matt Gaetz apparently sent Venmo payments to this guy, Joel Greenberg. Joel Greenberg, known for trafficking.
correct.
For sex trafficking. Now, he sent multiple $900 Venmos to Joel Greenberg. Now, Joel Greenberg then spent exactly $900 each time using a government credit card to buy companionship for Mr. Gaetz. Now,
to pay a teenager on Venmo. Look, you might be wondering, we don't usually cover politics on this show. We don't cover, like, real world news for the most part. We are a pop culture show. But we do talk about stupid uses of technology.
The Venmo. Everybody make your Venmo private.
It's not even a private transaction,
It's
y'all.
a financial transaction.
It should not be a social media app.
It's not a
for
public emoji thing. So the first time Gaetz paid Greenberg, it was titled Test. Then immediately afterward, Greenberg made a payment to a woman with a note that said tuition. Next, he made a payment with a note that said hit up blank, where blank is the name of the young woman. And Greenberg just sent $900 that said school immediately afterwards on a government credit card, on a public Venmo transaction.
Like, look, even if your account isn't private on Venmo, you have a choice in every transaction to make that transaction private between you and the person receiving it.
That's a private transaction, that one. Listen, I don't want the criminals to get smarter. Mm-hmm. I love that they're dumb and this is how we catch them. But, like, people, Venmo is not a social network. There have been so many jokes made about how Venmo is not a social network.
And on the other side of it, it's also not a private network.
No.
So that's the thing, is like, don't make your payments public, everybody, but also don't trust that they're private, even if you were to mark them as private.
It's not a protected financial institution. It's owned by PayPal.
Yeah, it's just PayPal for millennials.
It's not a protected financial institution. It's not a secure financial institution. Anything you do on there, listen, if you're doing something private on Venmo and Venmo gets subpoenaed,
they just give it.
They just give it up.
Of course they do.
They're not a bank. They don't care. People be putting the craziest shit in Venmo. Sarah Benincasa, who is an absolutely hilarious comic and writer, 2 months ago, did an entire essay on Medium that was all about how she just went through Venmo and looked at people's transactions, and it told an entire story of their lives.
Yep.
An entire story of their lives. She's like, I know that my ex and her new partner meticulously split everything financial right down the middle. I know that about them. I know who's taking what kind of classes. I know that this guy I used to go to high school with is taking guitar lessons.
Yep. You can see how people pay their rent and who they pay it to. It's bad. Keep it private. Who was it in chat earlier that asked why does Venmo have a public option? Because they were trying to just make a trendier PayPal. That's it. Venmo being owned by PayPal. I'm not sure if they were created by or acquired, actually.
Acquired.
you have this like feed where first you see your friends' transactions. So it's like, when I pay Anthony to go pick up breakfast after the show, I can pay him for drugs, and it's funny.
Or you can just be like, the best brunch ever, which was what a lot of early Venmo was.
Yes, that's very, very true.
Oh, so many drinks, so crazy last night. And it's like, who's looking at that?
Who's looking at
Why
that?
would you do? Who cares?
If you scroll through your PayPal, your Venmo friends feed, that's weird.
It's weird.
Stop.
It's not a social network.
It's
but
not.
they were like, what if paying was social? This is back when what if blank was social.
Yeah.
This is like 10
Everything
12 years.
should
It
be
was
a
like
social media app.
2009, I think. Everything was social. Man, in 2009, we were sharing our locations.
I wasn't.
In 2009, we were like, I'm at this bar right now. Come through. That's what people were doing in 2009.
By 2009,
On
I'd
the
already had
internet.
to change my phone number multiple times. I was not sharing my location.
Whew. Everybody was foursquaring.
Absolutely not.
It's fucking wild, man. So anyway, Matt Gaetz is a schmuck and a nightmare and a terrible person. And I hope he gets everything that's coming to him. And he probably will, because his Venmo was public. And his clever sex trafficker was using a government credit card. This guy, Joel Greenberg, is up on like 23 counts of fraud and embezzlement and stuff like that.
Absolutely ruin him.
Hey, but something good happened. A release of information did happen that was important.
That's true. Sometimes there's good news, and sometimes leaks are okay, or releases are okay. We did it. We got the Zemo cut,
But
everybody.
not leaks or releases the way Matt Gaetz is paying for them.
No.
But Disney Plus did.
They gave us the Zemo cut. It's up on the Marvel YouTube channel.
They acquiesced to our desires.
Look, we couldn't make the butthole cut happen.
Mm-hmm.
They somehow made the Snyder cut happen, and I think that this is our kind of like payback for it. Yeah, show it to him.
You hit play on that?
Yeah, when you click over.
There we go.
We got a 1-hour video of Zemo dancing. This is what we all wanted. We talked about it on Wednesday, that it was trending, that people were asking for it, and damn, this was quick too.
Oh yeah, they turned it right around.
That was a very smart response.
And that is already a lot more footage than they used in the episode.
It's definitely like not actually an hour of footage, but
No, but this loop is way more than we got in the episode.
100%.
Very good.
So much more. It's clever. I like it. I'm glad they did it.
Hey, I'm glad they did it.
I never complain about fan service. I love fan service. I am a fan. Please service me. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, for the most part, yeah. You know, you maybe you get to a point where you're like a show that's like 10 or 11 seasons in, and
Sure.
the plots are like a little like, okay, pull it back. I know we wanted to see that, but pull it back and don't
Right.
make such a big deal about the fact that you're showing it to us.
Yes.
But stuff like this I love.
Yeah.
I love all the little bonus ancillary entertainment that you can do based on something.
It is on the Marvel YouTube channel, and it is titled 1 Hour Dancing Zemo.
Yay.
1 Hour Dancing Zemo. It's great. It's also in the Discord if you want an easy link to it. Hey, thank you, Ronan. We appreciate that. Good mod stuff.
We have been blessed.
Have been blessed.
We have been blessed
We have been.
by the Switch gods. We get 31 new games for the Nintendo Switch this week. That's a lot of games.
Yeah.
Is
Now-
this working? It's probably not working.
I don't know. Did you restart it?
I don't know.
You don't know if you did.
I can't remember.
Y'all, the Nintendo Switch releases a list of new games every single week, but we got a particularly nice and spicy list this week. We'll go over some of what's here. I need to play my Switch more than I do. I don't ever just like scroll through the Nintendo store on Switch.
But wait, nobody does. But wait,
Waiting.
Saige,
Yes.
tell them about your PS5.
Oh, well. I did take it out of the box.
Huh? Huh?
Thank you. Please stop. Oh, I couldn't.
She's had it since launch, ladies and gentlemen.
Please stop. I mean, a little after, but... Yes, I took it out of the box. How far out of the box? Well, the box has gone into my closet, and the PS5 has gone to the top of a bookshelf that I can barely reach, because come to find out, it doesn't fit on any of my shelves.
You've got the IKEA, like the Calyx or
It's
the Billy?
this exact one that's right back here. It's the Calyx. All of my gaming consoles fit in it. Every single one, almost perfectly.
But what about the big boy?
Oh, the big boy does not come anywhere near fitting. And because the width of my television is the same length as the top of my television stand, there is nowhere to put it. It wouldn't even fit in diagonally. No.
That's so
Flannel
hilarious.
fries, can you believe? It is too big to even, if you were gonna, for some reason, very silly.
Diagonally fit into a Calyx.
It certainly will not. It is so very big.
I have my little media console underneath my TV, and it fits exactly.
Wow.
And I have to close it when I'm not playing it because it looks so silly because it looks like it's.
But you have to put it sideways, right?
Yeah, it's not standing up. No, God no. God no. It's horizontal, and it barely fits. Like just fits, and I feel like maybe it's scratched. I don't know. I refuse to look, but I have to close it because it just looks like it's overtaking the entire thing.
You know what?
Yeah, run and get that. Bunch of new Nintendo Switch games this week. 31 of them. Of course, Pac-Man 99. Let's see if I fixed this.
You did.
I did. Cozy Grove. Hey, should I install this Windows update?
Maybe not right now.
Okay. It's good for security, though.
Just a fucking reminder.
Saige is 1.5 PlayStations tall. That PlayStation is definitely larger than your torso. Which way am I moving? You can fit an entire R2 unit there. That's a big boy. I know we're done with the jokes about how it's a big boy, but it's a big boy.
Just a reminder that the PlayStation 5 was too big. Dog just made a really gross noise.
It's beatboxing. My dog is beatboxing. So we've got Cozy Grove. We've got Pac-Man 99, which we already talked about. So many things. There's one. It starts. There are a few where I look at them and I go, "Oh, these must be Saige games." I don't know what they are, but they must be. The first one is Dot Cat.
Yep. And you're right.
I don't know anything about Dot Cat, but there it is.
It's partially a Saige game. It's very, very cute little kitty adventure, but it is a platformer.
Ooh.
It's just pretty much your standard fucking
indie
platformer, but you're as a cat instead. And if I'm gonna play a platformer, I'd rather be a cat.
I mean, here's the thing: like 31 games, and it's a big deal that it is 31 games. But like, this is why people don't scroll through so much. I mean, it looks like a beautiful pixel platformer, but I'm just not looking for one of those right now. Here's another one that looks like a Saige game: Astro Aqua Kitty. Maybe.
Yes. One that
it looks like Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time, but cats.
Wow, that does look a lot like Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time, actually.
Almost too much.
Like exactly like Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time.
Ooh.
They have a pretty good pilot selection. Though.
Look at the palm.
I'd be Chaos. Or Defense. Defense is cute too.
Defense is pretty. Yeah, that duck.
That's a good duck.
I like Heavy. And I like Energy, obviously. This is of the batch, the one that I was looking forward to the most, which is Potion Party. You run a little alchemy lab. Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, right? This looks lovely. I'm actually definitely going to get this one. It's still, I believe, a social party game. It's a couch co-op with up to 4 players. You can play it alone in story mode. Grow exotic fruits, synthesize them together, produce fabulous potions, earn gold, grow your humble shop, and unlock new and unique characters, each with their own special skills. Using your earnings, you decorate and grow your shop with an array of different items.
Sometimes I forget that the Switch also will do the Switch also will do a waifu game.
Oh, they love to do a waifu game.
They love to do a sexy waifu game where you have to enter in your age.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, it's so strange to me that that's like a solid part of Nintendo's brand this generation.
Absolutely. There's a ton of waifu games on the Switch.
Pretty crazy. This one, like, I love the look of this one. This one is Isolamus. This is some weird puzzly,
Just had to enter my age for one.
like, strange. Look at this. I'm into it. Whatever this is, I want to play it. Look at that weird Clayman dancing on those teeth. This is a video game.
Yeah. Now this is a video game.
Hey, Mahjong. That represents Mahjong.
Delicious. Pretty girls, Mahjong solitaire.
Tell me more.
I think it's just solitaire.
Yeah, it's just Mahjong solitaire. But look.
With waifus
With
watching
babes. Match tiles to reveal new outfits for your lovely partners. This is why people don't just like scroll through the Nintendo store the way they scroll through other platform stores.
Because I'll scroll through Steam.
Raven Sword Shadowlands. That just says game : game.
Yes, it does. Game word, comma game word.
Game. Look at and ooh baby, is
That's
it ever
one
a
metric game.
Ooh baby, that's a video. Ooh, look at this dirty skeleton. Look at this rusty skeleton. He's coming for you. Ooh, it's a Carnosaur. Ooh, this is like one of those games that they show on Law and Order when a kid is playing a video game.
You're absolutely
like
right.
on a TV show when it's like, this kid was playing this video game and then he did a murder. What was he playing? He's playing this game where you got to kill the cave troll.
Anyways, there are a bunch of cool indie games coming. I would like to play Potion Party with people.
Yeah.
I love a co-op.
Love some Potion Party people.
You know how I feel about co-op games.
I feel so good about co-op games.
I love them.
It's so good. We still haven't done co-op Cat Mario.
No, it's true. You're absolutely right.
That Cat Mario is real good.
The thing that I'm not sure about here is it just says couch co-op. It doesn't seem to have an online multiplayer. It seems like that 4-player mode
That's some spice.
is just couch co-op. One day you'll be able to be on a couch with 3 other people again.
You know, they couldn't have known when they started developing Potion Party. No one
That's
could have
fair.
known.
And I get disappointed when things are online multiplayer and don't have a couch co-op option.
Yeah.
But I do want both.
No one could have known. Potion Party couldn't have known.
No, they certainly
Arcane couldn't have known.
No.
Arcane couldn't have known what was going to happen.
They couldn't have known. They were going to have to delay the game we're looking forward to very much into September.
So Deathloop was supposed to come out next month, May 21st. It has now been pushed back to my birthday because they knew how much I was looking forward to Deathloop, which I appreciate. But don't, guys, my birthday is not that big a deal.
Well,
let everybody have the game.
No, it's a big deal.
I mean, it's a big thank you. I appreciate that, but it's not that big a deal, Arcane. Arcane, let everybody have the game.
Yeah,
know?
I mean, I guess everyone should probably have the game.
Everyone should have the game, you know? And, like, May 21st was good for me. It was good for me.
It was good for me as well. In all seriousness, both of us are very much looking forward to Deathloop, and this is a bummer, but also, look, it's a Pantera out there. Teams are behind, and we would much rather, every time, a game be delayed than have their employees crunching to get something out or releasing something that's unfinished.
That's true.
So I'm sure Deathloop's going to be so good.
I do appreciate the birthday gift, though.
I think Deathloop's going to be very good.
I
hope
so
that by
too.
pushing it to September, that means they get to finish the game and make the game that they wanted to make.
There is another game that's coming out that looks like it's coming right on time. That Resident Evil Village. There's a new showcase next week with some more gameplay.
Yes.
Ooh, we are ready for this.
We're so ready for this.
So this is going to happen. It's an RE showcase, April 15th, 3 p.m. Pacific time. New Village gameplay. Very excited for it. Recent promotional art was spotted in Japan showing off a mysterious masked figure within the game.
Oh.
So we're slowly getting more and more details.
Who's that?
This is the Mask Boy.
Who is that?
That's Tuxedo Mask.
Love Tuxedo Mask.
He's worthless. But also, in addition to this showcase, it does look like there are some files that have been uploaded to PSN saying that a new demo is coming.
Which is very interesting. I mean, they crush on releasing these early demos lately, but like, maybe it's just an update.
Could be an update, but it looks like it's an entirely new demo from what everybody's saying. So we could be seeing a demo release on the 15th or sometime thereafter of something entirely new, not the Maiden demo. Mm-hmm. Entirely new demo. Maybe Tuxedo Mask.
Maybe it's a Tuxedo Mask demo.
Tuxedo Mask against Xenomorph.
Was Tuxedo Mask there in your dream?
No, I'm thinking we got to build out this universe.
Sure. All right. I'll start keeping notes.
I think Tuxedo Mask probably gets ripped apart.
Okay. Tuxedo Mask gets ripped apart. Got it. Taking notes. You got it.
And then there's the whole issue of, well, we'll talk more about it.
We'll get to it after.
But I still feel strong about it. We got another new game. And I didn't think
brand new game.
I didn't think we'd see this so soon.
I know, right?
Smash Bros Ultimate came out not too long ago.
Yeah, current gen for Nintendo.
And now Nintendo released an entirely new Smash Bros for mobile.
Anthony,
can you believe it?
Anthony.
So close to the release of the.
It's not.
What do you mean?
It's Nintendo didn't.
No, Princess Peach is there.
Yeah, it's a ripoff. It's not Nintendo at all.
I don't like talking very much. I admire him, Sephiroth.
Let's get some audio from your.
Is this? Yeah. Do we have it?
I don't know. Play.
All right.
We do.
Great.
I don't like talking very much.
No, that's what Link says.
I admire him, Sephiroth. Treasure box. It's I'm the boss here.
That's Eggman.
It's time for me to show up.
Time for me to
I
show
have something
up?
important to tell you in advance. The game is over. Supersonic style.
Wait, what's going on with his eyes?
Supersonic style. That's what.
His eyes don't touch his face. He's got like a little strip of blue right there.
Correct.
This is very good.
So this is a mobile game.
Wait, Kirby talks.
Okay, wait. Sorry. Take it back. Let me hear it.
Sonic style.
I can't be separated from eating and sleeping.
I am your nightmare. Stop correcting me.
It's the same. That's actually good.
What's on the menu today? Carboni.
The teal sounds more like Wario than Wario does.
Yeah.
You disturbed my sleep. Wanna taste my venom? Crush you.
So good. So good.
Yo.
It wasn't in this video, but Mega Man has a voice clip that says, "Taste my bullets." You know, that famous Mega Man sound. Taste my bullets.
I did enjoy, as Harry Horror Show and the live studio audience said, I can't be separated from eating and sleeping. That's a lifestyle.
I want to see, is she in here? And does she say it? Oh, there's just a random T-Rex.
Star Fox, shoot at will.
And he sounds like Star Fox.
It says Star Fox, shoot at will.
The explosion is an art.
You look yummy.
That piranha plant was coming on to me.
And I am into it.
I
I hope this doesn't awaken something in me.
I just want to see if they put her in here.
Are you looking for Rosalina?
I'm looking for Rosalina.
Oh, was it Rosalina or Daisy?
Oh, wait, here it is. Here it is.
Here it is.
Your friend is waiting for you in the garage.
What does that mean,
Your
Rosalina?
friend is waiting for you.
Your friend is waiting for you in the garage.
What the fuck is the garage?
What are you talking about? Rosalina.
What was the one who just like insulted Luigi? It was Peach's line that just insults Luigi, right?
Oh,
Or was it
it's
Daisy's?
Daisy. Daisy. They try to give Daisy like a tsundere like thing where she's like, Luigi, why would I like that coward? Ew.
I don't
Luigi-sama.
Luigi is my brother.
He's my brother.
Timid but reliable.
There's an evil Mario. Hold on. I've got evil Mario up.
Okay. We can stay on this all day.
Where is God when you need him? Where is God when you need him? Where is God when you need
If
him?
it's unclear,
Where is God when you need him?
he's saying, where is God when you need him?
Oh, where is God when you need him? Oh, no. Thank you so much for playing my game. Your God is no more than a concept, while I am a power.
Anthony, this is so funny.
All of your beliefs have come to naught, for the Mario has appeared. I have awakened after my 1,000-year slumber.
Yo, this is a real mobile app. Like, this is not a joke. I mean, it's a fucking joke, but like, this is a real mobile app.
It was already taken down.
I know, of course, Nintendo can't let us have good things, but I'm so glad we at least have the recordings of all of these. That's the light in this. I'm trying to see if I can find.
God, it's so good. I mean, it doesn't even... So this article that I'm on right now on Game Informer doesn't even have the title for the game. So, but you can I bet the APK is out there somewhere.
They won't be able to hear it on mine.
Oh, no.
Would I possibly like that coward?
Donkey did a great video on this.
Y'all, I could listen to these all day.
Here's the thing. Nobody has any gameplay from this game.
Because gameplay doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's probably just boring and broken. But
Yes.
but the fact that they recorded custom VO
For the Smash Brothers ripoff game, like, I want to know if they were like sitting there recording and they were like, okay, hold on, I got one.
All right.
Where is God when you need him? Dude, what if Mario just said, where is your God?
Where's your God? Yeah. Bowser is nothing to me. I am the ultimate power.
And that, like, look.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
Are you into evil Mario? Like, be real. Like, are you into evil Mario? Hold
little
on.
bit.
Yeah?
Like, a little bit.
Like, it looks like maybe you were. Let me just bring up this photo of evil
Look,
Mario
it's the
again.
horns and the wings.
And his attitude. Do you like his cool attitude?
I mean, look, I love a man that will look me in the face and say, where is your God? But it's mostly the horns and the wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, y'all.
I still have a crush on Daisy.
That's fair, as you should. I also have a crush on all of the princesses. But I just picture, like, I don't know how seriously they took this. It might have also been, like, a translation thing, potentially. But, like, with a lot of these lines, they have to have been back there, like, okay, I've got one. Hold on. Okay.
You look good enough to eat. Cause he's a plant that eats people. Yeah.
And then
I cannot be separated from eating and sleeping.
Shout out to this development team in the Cayman Islands, whoever you are, or they released the game.
Islands.
They released the game via the Cayman Islands.
Right.
Wherever you are, whoever you are.
We love you.
I hope you made a little money before.
Also, you want to come on the show?
Yeah, you want to come on the show? Show yourselves, cowards.
We'll do the thing where we, like, lower your voice and put, like, a fake screen in front of you.
And you'll sound like evil Mario.
Yeah.
And Saige will... Whoa, did you hear yourself? Yeah. Ooh, you're more than a little into evil Mario.
No, I was just excited by the idea.
Yeah, you were.
Shut up.
Yeah, you were.
Okay, I have another thing I'm very excited about.
Okay.
We're both very excited about this. VR versus PC in Davigo. Is that how you're saying it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Davigo, I don't know. But, God games used to be everywhere.
Uh-huh.
And then they disappeared.
Yes.
But now they're back.
So essentially, in this game, you can play with your friends while one person is on VR and the others are on PC, where you are a big old head trying to smash with your floating hands your friends that are just little tiny PC people while you crush them as the VR god that you are. This entirely reminds me of Rick and Morty. This gives me big, show me what you got.
Yeah, I want to see what you've got.
Heavenly heads and cranial creators, forgive my transgressions against family and community. May my chores complete me as I complete them.
Nicely done. Yeah, I love this because one of the things that I used to do in God games is I would get bored and immediately just start smashing shit up.
Yes.
Because who's got the time to be a benevolent and patient and wise God? They fuck one thing up and I'm just like, oh, fuck these people.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they finally made a game around that. And in VR, that's going to be so fun.
That's going to be so fun. We're both big VR fans.
We're big into the VR. We're big into it. And I really like VR games that have this particular perspective, the sort of like shoebox diorama perspective. Your things like Chronos or Moss or where like you control the little character and you can move your head around to see what's going on. I love that.
It is currently in a closed alpha. It is coming soon to Steam Early Access. I'm very excited. You can play against up to 4 people on PC while one person is on VR. And I will be doing this so much. I went into VR chat last night.
Yeah. Anything cool happen?
Yes, I found that there is a large category of VR strip clubs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Which are so funny. We
Now,
also found private rooms where people, like, you can, like, lock the door or put an open invitation. I fell into a whole category of VR chat last night.
Now, the VR strip clubs.
Yes.
These are, like... Bless you. Bless you.
Yes.
Are the strippers people or are like in VR or are they just like pre-wound animations of like
No,
Unity strippers?
It's just like a stage and poles, and then it was like playing the Lil Nas X "Call Me by Your Name" song.
Okay.
And like you could control the playlist as well. You can skip around with the little thing on the wall.
Okay.
And you can just go up there and you can just put on Kermit in a bikini skin and spin around a pole.
VR chat's obsession with Kermit the Frog makes me so happy.
Dude, between Kermit and Shrek, there's a lot of good content there. So I definitely did. I do have a Kermit the Frog skin that's in it. One of those like very much like stripper bikinis. And the jiggle physics, it was me and Steve just going, bounce, let me see your butt. The butt jiggles when you jump.
Kermit has butt jiggle physics?
I mean, in Kermit in a tiny stripper bikini with a big old fucking dump truck, yeah.
They gave Kermit a dump truck?
They gave him an absolute dump truck.
For some reason, I was perfectly fine with all of this until you told me that they gave Kermit a dump truck.
What do you want him to have? Be in a tiny bikini, but like nothing to show?
I don't know. I'd like to think that Kermit is happy with his body the way it is, and that we shouldn't do that to Kermit the Frog.
It's just another version of Kermit.
This is just another Kermit. Well, I mean, I haven't found something quite as interesting in VR chat, but I have found something kind of interesting.
Oh, tell me.
Yeah, sure. Somebody has recreated Jet Set Radio Future in VR chat.
Yes, there are things like that too. Yes, there are totally normal things.
And this is not just something that you walk around in and it's just kind of happening. You can do everything you can do in Jet Set Radio in this VR chat room.
Yeah, that's excellent.
So you can grind on rails, you can grind on power lines, you can skate, you can do challenges like the gang initiation challenges from Jet Set. You can do the high jumps. You can bounce off of walls. You can tag things. It's all there in VR chat. Like the level of things that people are doing in VR chat. Of course, people are doing the real work, like putting Kermit in a bikini and giving him the dump truck ass.
Of course.
But there are also people that are doing slightly less interesting or technically complex things, like creating entire games and experiences.
Yeah, there's a horror game that I came across that when you enter it, it says there's 60 hours of content in it. It's a VR chat world. Can I tell you something else?
Kitten mode done in the live studio audience says, but in the VR strip club, you can just grind. You don't even need a surface.
Anthony, can I tell you something else?
Yeah.
In the back of the strip club, there's an office.
Oh, I bet it's so sad.
It's very sad back there. There's a little office as a strip club would have. You go like behind a curtain.
Yeah.
And I was back there with my friends, and I had decided to put a Mojo Jojo skin on and be their like stripper boss. And I was shouting at them to go out there and pay off those tits. And to bring daddy back some money. And then I remembered once again that I have a downstairs neighbor. As I was organizing a VR chat drug deal, I remembered once again that Leroy downstairs could probably hear me.
You didn't remember your belief system, but you did remember that Leroy could hear you.
Correct. No, I mean, look, look. I'm shouting it at Steve. In this house, we do support sex workers. We do support all industries of it.
Moving on from VR chat, maybe. What if somebody had a Dark Mario skin in VR chat?
Look, Anthony, I think
What if somebody walked up to you with a Dark Mario skin on?
I'm not that into Dark Mario.
Because you haven't seen him in 3D right in front of you.
Someone make it.
Where does you got now?
It's a good line.
Yeah. Back on April 1st, the worst day on the internet. Mm-hmm. Just the most garbage day on the. I hate April Fool's Day.
I also hate April Fool's Day.
I used to love April Fool's Day.
Never loved
in the
it.
beginning of the internet, and then the internet was just every brand is just like. And then what if we put out a video today? Waka waka, and it's like, no, please no, don't. But the developer of Dusk, the retro FPS,
of course,
put out an announcement that Dusk 82 was coming. He was tired of aping the playstyle of 1999, and he wanted to ape the playstyle of 1982.
But on April Fool's Day, so everyone knew that it was not real.
Yeah, so it was Dusk 82. He's like, it's Sokoban or Chip's Challenge. It's a crate pushing game. Like, blah, 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 blah. Oh, no, motherfuckers. It is real. It came out on Steam yesterday.
Yeah.
You
Double fucking pranked.
You got pranked, and then you got pranked about the prank.
You got, everybody.
So you can buy it now.
Oh, no, Orf.
And with a level editor. You can make your own levels.
That's great. Yeah. Just looking at the fact that that was clipped. Please don't tell my mom.
Oh, no. What if your mom see?
Anyways, she's not here right now. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
The only thing we titled today's episode for.
Yes. Kojima Kojima Kojima. He did not appear. I think it's Suda51 that does that. So, Hideo Kojima is reportedly in talks with Xbox for the publication of his next game. There was some rumors that it was going to be for Sony, and he sort of smacked those rumors down a little bit.
Yeah.
Like with sort of a. It was intense the way Kojima Productions sort of smacked that rumor down.
Kojima's intense.
Kojima's intense, but I didn't know Kojima had such an issue with PlayStation.
It is very interesting to see. They were like, what makes you think so?
No. According to VentureBeat, he is in talks with Microsoft about publishing his next game. The potential deal has been in the works for several weeks already, saying that Phil Spencer deliberately featured a statue of the Kojima Productions company mascot in the background of a recent stream as a hint towards the partnership. Now, that may be a little too much internet sleuthing, but when VentureBeat does the investigative reporting, I tend to be like, okay, they have something.
Right.
It's interesting. The idea here is that Kojima will be the focus of a Microsoft plan to leverage Japanese talent. Now, the Xbox has never had the foothold in Japan
Nope.
that the other consoles have since Go. It's because when the first console came out, it was a giant mega box full of first-person shooters. The controller was as big as a Saige.
Which
Japan
is
didn't
a
want
questionable size.
Yeah, nobody knows. So they're hoping that by focusing on Japanese developers, and a lot of Japanese developers lately, especially like big shot classic ones, have gone. They've gone on their own. They've founded their own studios. They're out of publication contracts. People like Suda that I mentioned before.
Yeah.
A lot of the Sony Japan studio, which was disbanded.
Of course.
A lot of those senior members left. If Xbox can get a lot of those people on their team, that could be huge.
Xbox is just over there like, yeah, keep leaving.
There is no official announcement from either Microsoft or Kojima about this, but and even if even if these talks were happening, are happening, did happen, that doesn't mean a deal was made.
Right.
So it's very interesting, but it's extremely interesting with Death Stranding being such a huge deal for Sony.
Yeah.
That Kojima would just be like, nah. I wonder what made Kojima Productions so unhappy with that deal. Were they not allowed to put as much Monster Energy drink into the game as they wanted? That's probably what it is.
It needs more. They wanted to do. They wanted the game to be slower paced.
Could it be slower with more Monster Energy drink? Hey, can we We're a little bit of time out from Death Stranding now. Are we cool with saying that Death Stranding wasn't I didn't?
A lot of people enjoyed it very much, and I'm
I know.
very happy for you.
I do. I couldn't figure it out. And you'd think knowing me, wouldn't you think that Death Stranding would be a game that I would enjoy? A weird indie game that is mostly about walking through a beautiful landscape that is destroyed with a strange, over-the-top, barely decipherable narrative. Isn't that me?
Well, in theory. It's very in theory, Anthony, but actually knowing the game, I could have said you wouldn't like it. I know you, it's surface Anthony, yes. But knowing you well enough to know how bored you would get of it and how annoyed you would get with it, absolutely not.
And and there's so much clever stuff in it. I tried a million times and I just kept bouncing off of it. Just the clever stuff of the pathways that happen when more players walk through and little things that pop up and the way you change the world. And I was just like, this is so cool. And his mom and his girlfriend and it's very weird, And I was just like, yeah, to all this.
Yeah,
and then I tried to play it and I was like, I can't do it.
Yes, in theory, no in practice.
Son of Orpheus in the live studio audience says, unpopular opinion, Kojima is a hack writer. I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. I mean,
especially with that book. The book. After the book,
what was the book called? Notes on Genius or something like that? Genius was definitely in it. But no, I don't think... It's not so much that we think he's a great...
it was the creative genius.
The creative genius. It's not so much that we think he's a brilliant writer, is that just that he's got a lot of weird ideas and he will push them through.
He makes them happen.
Yeah, he makes them happen and he follows through on them, and I love that. But yeah, as far as actually getting into and playing Kojima games, I didn't really even Metal Gear until the last until 5. I was sort of I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah, I get that.
The first couple Metal Gear games, I don't know. I was playing Nights into Dreams at the time. I was playing Luigi's Mansion.
God, I loved Luigi's Mansion.
Everybody was like, you played these Metal Gear VR missions? And I was like, have you played Bust-A-Groove, the disco dance rhythm game?
Yes.
It's so good.
I know.
It's so good. Anyway.
There's another game that we played.
Yeah. We played this one.
There we go. NDI said, nope, for a second there. We did. We played this just a few months ago.
Yeah, and we liked it a lot.
We liked it very much. We played Streets of Rage 4. We love to co-op a couch co-op beat 'em up. Very, very much. And we finished it, right?
We did finish it.
And look at that. Just for us, we could have a little more. we are getting both paid and free DLC for Streets of Rage 4. It includes new characters and modes.
Yeah, so one of the new playable, we got Mr. X's Nightmare, which is the new DLC. All the characters are getting new moves. There are new objects and weapons to use. New characters in the retro mode, but also new playable characters. So Estelle, Hot Cop that we had a crush on, is now a playable character. Mm-hmm. How do you not have a crush on that cop?
Couldn't imagine.
I mean,
can't relate.
I mean, look. I thought I would never say to myself, I got a crush on that cop.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, still a cab, but...
But in this imaginary cartoon world, that's a hot cop.
So...
Look at her fighting with a swordfish. New music, new levels, new moves, new characters. So good.
That's all part of the paid DLC. The free update will introduce Mania Plus, a difficulty level to offer a brutal challenge for experienced players, while a training system will help people to perfect combos.
Now, the training system,
cool.
I'm excited about that.
Hey, what's up, Iffy?
What's up, Iffy?
Hey.
What's going on, man?
And then they are also
Iffy,
adding
were you not following before?
Anthony, please, that was so loud. You're also just getting color palette options for the existing characters. And that's pretty much it. For the most part, you don't have to pay for that. You're going to have to pay for that good more game.
I'll pay for it.
Yeah, we'll pay for it.
I'll pay for it.
We'll pay that good more game.
Remind me, was that your first Streets of Rage game?
Yes, it was my first Streets of Rage game.
Yeah, you liked it, right?
I loved it. I had a great time.
What did you like more? We played a bunch of, we hunkered down.
Yeah.
And we played a bunch of beat 'em ups in the athlete's foot.
We did Streets of Rage, we did River City Girls,
and we did
Scott Pilgrim.
And Scott Pilgrim. Which was your favorite?
River City Girls,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, River City Girls was really good.
River City Girls was really, really good.
Ugh.
It was my favorite aesthetically, which makes sense.
Yeah.
It's very cute.
Way Forward, man. Way Forward, just they've got those animators. They've got those good animators.
It was very, very good. I also liked the narrative of it. I think that it's a very funny game.
Yeah.
The like cutscenes are very good in River City Girls.
And we have a couple friends that were in River City Girls too. That makes me happy as well.
So good game, but all three were very good games.
Yeah. So I'm ready for more of that Streets of Rage.
Yeah.
This is wildly impressive if you follow speedrun stuff at all. I am floored by this. Nifsky just yesterday set the world record speedrun for Super Mario Brothers with what is called a theoretically perfect run.
Wow.
Now, the Super Mario Brothers world record has been stuck around. I mean, look, in the beginning, people were getting like crazy faster and faster and faster and faster times. Mm-hmm. But as a popular game like this gets speedrun more and more, these records become more of a fraction of a second, right?
Yes.
The record has stood at 4 minutes, 55 seconds forever. Mm-hmm. Nifsky got what is being called a perfect run, 4 minutes, 54 seconds, 54.948. Literally shaved 0.052 of a second off the world record. Milliseconds. And people are saying that this is a theoretically perfect run. Mm-hmm. People do not see how you can get any
faster than this. Yeah.
What?
Damn.
I've beaten Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. I've also beat Super Mario Brothers.
Not a big deal. I beat it.
How long was your run, Anthony?
Oh, it was probably like 4:56.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Yeah. A good old normie time of 4:56.
Yeah, just a standard.
Days.
Can I tell you one of my favorite things to do?
Tell me one of your favorite things to do.
So on the science show I do with Jeff Kanata,
mm-hmm.
we have concerns.
Yes.
Jeff is a runner. Running is stupid. Running is for dicks. Sorry, don't at me. I will not be taking any questions.
Agreed.
Running is lame.
Mm-hmm.
But he runs marathons and stuff, and every time he brings up a story about running, whether it's a science story or whether it's his own story about running, he'll like bring up, oh yeah, this guy ran, this much. He ran 10 miles in 40 minutes. And I'll just be like, oh, is that good? Because I've done that. And he's like, shut up. I was like, no, you tell me if that's actually, is that actually a good time? Because I was just running yesterday and I did it. Is that not normal? And he gets so mad every time. Every time.
And that's why you keep doing it.
And that's why I keep doing it, is because he keeps getting angry every time.
That makes sense.
Dead serious, so mad. So mad.
Excellent.
But yeah, I could do Super Mario Brothers in like 455.
Yeah, probably. Something like
Probably.
that. Yeah. Maybe 456.
Maybe 456. Like, I was on the Player 2 controller,
That makes sense.
I was on the Mad Cats.
Yeah.
Okay,
We have this conversation a lot. I give guests a good controller.
So do I. If there's a good controller and you come over to my house, you get it. You're
You get the good
guest.
controller, of course.
I'm not going to invite you over to have a bad experience playing video games.
I would be so embarrassed if I handed you a loose toggle stick. Oh my god.
A
little
loose joystick? Not at my house.
Get out of here.
A wobbly analog?
Absolutely not. What, a sticky A button?
Oh.
Oh.
A wiggly trigger?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
If you come over to my
not.
home, you get the good controller. You get you get an angry water.
Unfortunately.
One of a few flavors. You get a snack. If you come over to my house to play games,
We miss having people over.
I just miss having people
That's
over.
what we're saying.
A Janky Z. Janky Z was also my hip hop name. Don't be mad at me. I'm a very fast runner, and my hip hop name was Janky Z. Look, we're coming to the end of Spider-Man as we know it. Spider-Man's gonna change.
I love Spider-Man as we know it.
I
I don't want any change. We change Spider-Man too often. We've had too many generations of Spider-Man that I can personally remember in my lifetime. I don't want another.
We've had a lot of Spider-Mans, and this last Spider-Man is the good one.
This is the best boy.
They're all good.
Yeah, but this is best boy.
They're all good. Don't make me go on my Andrew Garfield rant again.
Please don't.
They're all good, but we know that the 3-movie deal is almost done. And we know that when the 3-movie deal is almost done, a lot of things are going to have to change if we are going to get the same Spider-Man. And I don't think Marvel and Sony are going to do it. Sony keeps continuing on with their, listen, there's no way we're going to get that Morbius the Living Vampire movie. We're going to get a bunch more of these weird Sony peripheral movies.
What Ronan and Elliot in the live studio audience said, a Miles movie. That's the only way I'll accept a new Spider-Man. Give me Miles.
But they're going to have to, if they do it, they have to intro Miles in this next movie. There has to be a passing of the torch, because if there isn't, it's going to feel weird and disjointed. If Peter doesn't show up just a little bit in Miles' story, it feels a little weird.
Well, that's Miles showing up in Peter's story. There is still the possibility of starting... I mean, I don't know, because they're not going to be able to get Tom Holland to show up once
That's
it
what
splits.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck.
It's got to be, we have to be introed to Miles.
I don't trust that they care that much about being disjointed that they won't do it.
I think right now we've got 2 studios that are in a billion-dollar argument, a multi-billion-dollar argument, and so little things like that are going to be hard to pull off, because the Spider-Man name is, as it relates to film, is owned by Sony. So can you even do Miles? There's a lot of tricky stuff going on. And we're starting to see the end of this deal and the fracturing of this deal happen. Sony has sold the streaming rights of their films in 2022 to Netflix. Now that includes Spider-Man and Venom. The Spider-Man films will not be on the same service as the rest of the Marvel movies.
Which is Disney Plus.
Yeah, if you want to watch Homecoming, Far From Home, you're heading to Netflix. That's something. That's showing that behind the scenes, this deal is not going smoothly.
Boo!
This seems like a minor thing, but this points to the fact that Sony's just holding on to that Spider-Man, and they want more and more money.
I think that Sony is making some really shitty moves here.
They're making some big money moves.
Yes, because they were hurting financially. I just think that, like, when it comes down to it, you're going to fracture the fan base to an extent that they are going to have to choose between Marvel and Sony, and they're going to choose Marvel. Like, nobody's going to be like, all right, on this side of the argument, I land on Sony.
But but from Sony's perspective, it's not like there is no choosing. If Morbius comes out at a time when there isn't a Marvel movie in the theaters, you're probably going to go see Morbius.
No, but if you upset the fans, they're not going to see your shit.
Something that we've learned is that the fans get upset and then see your shit anyway.
Yeah, I guess. All right.
People are going to go hate watch whatever. What are you going to make? You going to make a Silver Sable in the Wild Pack movie? You going to make a Black Cat movie without introducing us to Black Cat and a Spider-Man? How many of these characters are you going to Hobgoblin? You going to do a Hobgoblin without a Spider-Man movie? Whatever you're doing, you are counting on the fact that people are going to go see it anyway. And a lot of people probably will.
Hate it.
And look, man, they are a movie studio, and they're trying to make movies, and they're trying to make money. And Marvel in the 90s, when they were broke as a joke, said, here you go. Here's the bad deal.
Yep.
And now the bad deal is yours forever.
Lots of kittens asked, how does this affect the Marvel's Avengers campus expansion at California Adventure? Sony very particularly owns the movie rights to Spider-Man, whereas Marvel still owns Spider-Man as like a property.
It's tricky because
it's complicated.
Under this deal, I'm sure that Disney had to give Sony a lot of money to use the Spider-Man cast for the park.
Yeah.
But once they're in the park, they're in the park, right? So there can be a Spider-Man walking around at the Marvel Avengers campus. There can be a Spider-Man ride. There can be Spider-Man merch.
Yeah.
But they have to be careful about how they use the character.
Right.
But it's very interesting. And then, of course, any version of the character that appeared in a Marvel Studios co-branded film can be in the park. So the Stark suit Spider-Man can walk around in the park.
Right.
And probably will.
Yes. Hope so. It's a good suit.
It's very fascinating.
Very cool. It's very interesting. That was some business news. We are, of course, a professional business.
We are
channel.
A professional business show.
We're two professional business people. I myself passed the bar in the state of Virginia, of course, making me Anthony's lawyer. Mm-hmm. And Anthony has something of the streets.
Yeah, I got a street MBA.
That's it.
I got a street MBA. I know business.
But we're also Twitch streamers.
Yeah.
And sometimes those two specialties align, and we talk about Twitch business.
Look, put your ties on, because we're about to talk business.
Yesterday, 2 days ago, I know what days are, Twitch released a large blog post addressing something that we have been begging Twitch to address for a hot minute now. This is something we spoke about when we covered the Onision story and Onision being partnered on Twitch, and we were like, hey,
he's banned from every major platform.
Banned from every platform, known predator. You are just going to give him not only let him have an account, but partner him. And the general kind of pushback on that was, well, he hasn't done anything on this platform yet. So I think that Twitch has been trying to navigate this kind of area of like, well, can we ban people for actions that happened off our platform? And the new answer is, hell yeah, we can. And
Good.
Fuck you.
Good.
That's what the blog post, it said, hell yeah, and fuck you.
Yeah, it was just a big post that said, hell yeah, and fuck you. But they did say it after they let the bad people on the platform. They've let a lot of bad people on the platform, and now they're like, oh no, is this blowing up in our face in a PR way?
I mean, look, that's the theme with Twitch, and we all know it. The reality of the situation is Twitch does something, makes a big misstep, or gets away with doing something terrible for a long time, and eventually the fans call them out long enough, and then they go, For you.
This is another.
For you, we will change.
Listen, we
will
say
make
it every
this effort
day.
for you.
We don't simp for big corporations.
We certainly don't.
We do not simp for corporations. And this is one of those things where every tech company and every creative platform, until they are legally forced to, tries to keep their hands off as much as possible.
Correct.
They go, oh, but we just provide the platform.
Yep.
What the people do on the platform, as long as it doesn't violate any laws, we must allow them to keep using the platform because we are but a neutral platform holder. We are a digital platform of ones and zeros, and we hold no opinions, and we simply want the best for everyone.
Yes.
Eat shit. You got bad people on there, and you know it.
Grumpy Steen asked, isn't that kind of the same for every big social media site? Yes.
That's what I'm
it's the
saying.
Same for every big corporation in
Yeah.
general. I think that Twitch in particular, Twitch has a little more like claim to caring about their creators and a little more of that like community feel that they try to portray that I think makes it a little bit different.
Twitch definitely tries to do like the we're all one big happy family. We're all in a like, hey, you did it. We're sending you a sweater.
Yeah.
Enjoy your sweater. You're part of the family.
Right.
Oh, if you come to this convention because you are who you are, you get the level 3 bracelet and you get to go to the level 3 part of the party because you're family.
Right. And I think that there is a separation too between like, your Instagram, your Twitter, and your YouTube and your Twitch, right? And then TikTok somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in between. To me, it's the difference between inherently content creation platforms and social media. I don't consider Twitch social media.
Right.
So anyways, in this big update, they said category 1, if someone is harassed on Twitch as well as off Twitch, when this happens, we will take into account verifiable off-service behaviors or statements that relate to an incident. Previously, if you were like, look, this person's harassing me on Twitch and they also are sending me death threats on Twitter that I have screenshots of, they were like,
right. Before they used to be like, well, that's Twitter, but now they're like, okay, we understand that as human beings, we have to take context and actions into account, and we have to say like, oh, if you're proving this Twitch behavior by showing us this behavior on another platform, we have to take that into account.
And then the big one, which they labeled as category 2, is we will now enforce against serious offenses that pose a substantial safety risk to the Twitch community, even if these actions occur entirely off of Twitch. Some examples of these behaviors include deadly violence or violent extremism, terrorist activities or recruiting, explicit threats of violence, leadership or membership in a known hate group. Thank you.
Talking bad about Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. That's a category 1.
Very specifically in here, they said explicit or credible threats against Twitch, including Twitch staff. Like, definitely don't ever threaten people that work in these corporations. But it is kind of, it makes me like, it's a little funny that they specified against Twitch because here they're like, you can't like make threats against anyone. And you can't make threats against Twitch.
You can't say bad things to anyone, but especially me. You can't be nice to people, but be especially nice to me.
Right.
Which, like, they didn't even need to add that. That was already a thing.
Right. But yeah, again, please don't ever look, even if you are having issues with Twitch, if you are having issues with Twitter, it's not the staff's fault. It's never the staff's fault. Okay? You can hit the person at the top, but not with death threats. But like we can make fun of the Beezy.
You can talk to Steven Twitch.
Right.
If you get a hold of Steven Tiberius Twitch, you're allowed to yell at him as much as you want.
Exactly. But, you know, the partner managers are doing their damn best, right? So, yeah, don't do that, but especially not to anybody at Twitch.
Lee Green Griffin in the live studio audience says, Anthony, you got to stop calling them cowards every episode. And I will when they stop being cowards.
There.
Uh-oh. So this is a huge move for Twitch. And it's not a move to be congratulated or lauded because these sorts of rules should have been there from go. If somebody is harassing someone across multiple platforms, if somebody is spewing hate speech or somebody is is harassing people, whatever you're doing, if they're doing it across multiple platforms, that behavior should be taken into account. If I get hired for a job, they call my last job and they say, hey man, was this guy fucky? And they go, oh, this dude was fucky.
Is that what they say?
Yeah.
When they call your last job?
Yeah. Why? Have you been fucky?
No, I mean, you said if they call my last job and they say, was this guy fucky? They go, oh, he's been fucky. I'm saying, would they say you were fucky?
Depends
your last job?
Depends on the job.
All right, fair.
They'd be like, oh, yeah, if they do say, oh yeah, this guy's fucky, they go, okay, well, he's not hired.
Right.
Because he was fucky at the last job.
Yes, so you can't be a partner, right? Ideally. Partner's a job.
You certainly should not be able to harass and fucking
Monetize your harassment.
And monetize harassment and the grooming of underage women, and then head to another platform because one platform kicks you off and immediately get partner that day.
Correct.
That shouldn't happen.
What they did do was provide an email address as well. If you need to report something, it is osit@twitch.tv. That is for off-site activities that you think should be reported. And
oh no, like a lot of people, listen, I want you to remember that we're business professionals. And Saige is a lawyer because she passed the bar in the state of Virginia. And they can ask if dude is fucky.
oh, they can totally ask if you were
They're not
fucky.
allowed to ask a lot of specific things, but it is listed if you look in the bylaws. They can specifically ask, was dude fucky?
Yeah. They say, oopsie whoopsie, Anthony did a fucky wucky.
They can say it.
To Son of Orpheus.
They can say it. But I'll tell you what, you want to talk about the world's largest HR violation? The world's largest walking HR violation?
No. But yeah.
It's fucking Elon Musk is who it is.
It is.
Elon Musk went on another Twitter thing and like, look, somebody needs well, we can't trust Grimes,
We certainly can't trust Grimes.
but somebody needs to just, when he's 3/4 of the way through his tweet storm, just be like, and that was good tweets.
Good tweet.
And that was good tweets. Do you feel good about those? Great.
Yeah.
Okay, because we're done with the tweets. So he started tweeting about Neuralink yesterday. He went off on a rant, and it began very well. It began very well. Hey, he said our first goal with Neuralink is for people with limited motion, people who are paraplegic, quadriplegic, people who have limited use of their hands, will be able to interface with their technology. They'll be able to think about texting and text.
Yes.
That's step one.
That's big.
That's
huge. We do want that.
Step two is, of course, shunting signals from the brain, sending them wirelessly to implants elsewhere in the body that will allow them to have feeling and range of motion again.
Yes. Huge.
Also good.
Want.
Keep going. But don't keep going, because then he was like, we could probably make Jurassic Park. Elon, shut up. Elon, you were doing so well.
Accommodation and access for disabilities should not lead to a conversation about building Jurassic Park.
You can watch the edibles kick in while you're reading Elon Musk tweets. And it's like, dude, you know that 40 minutes after you eat the brownie, you gotta put the Twitter down, and yet he just keeps going.
Time.
So he's like, oh yeah, we could probably build a Jurassic Park because like it wouldn't be genetically authentic dinosaurs, but like with breeding and engineering, we could get super exotic novel species and control their minds and do this and that. Shut up. Shut up, man. Get high and you're like, you know what the problem with luggage is that it's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
What if we lined the luggage with helium?
Yeah. That's it.
Come on, man. Every time this dude tweets, it's either an SEC violation or a good taste violation or just a dummy check violation.
God, I remember being a teenager when like Elon Musk started blowing up and like really simping for Elon Musk.
Oh yeah.
Really thinking Elon Musk was the answer.
Just like right post hair plugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Elon Musk was the answer. Not simping for Elon Musk like Elon Musk. Like, oh, Elon Musk is science boy that's gonna save
No,
us.
there was he would always get compared to Tony Stark.
Mm-hmm. I love Iron Man. I love Tony Stark, right?
He would always get compared to Tony Stark.
We don't simp for Elon Musk. We don't simp for any billionaires. None of them. That's too much money. That's too much money. No one should have that amount of money. Wealth caps.
Wealth caps.
Anyways.
And even if not wealth caps, hey, just tax people proportionally.
That's a good place to start.
Just proportional taxing. That's all. We're just about out of time.
We are totally out of time.
I do want to mention this one thing because it's very important to me.
Okay.
And I think it may be important to some people out there in the world.
Sure, Anthony.
The Macross War is over. Peace has been achieved. We're getting Macross officially in the United States. It's happening. For literally as long as I've been alive, Harmony Gold, which is the company that brought Macross over to the United States in the 80s in the form of Robotech, has been at war with Big West, which is the Japanese company that owns Macross. It's a huge deal. Basically, it's one of these Spider-Man deals. It's one of these Spider-Man deals where in the beginning of bringing anime over to the US, people didn't know it was the Wild West. Who knows what's going on? They signed a shitty deal with Harmony Gold, and Harmony Gold now owns Robotech, and Robotech is Macross in the West. There's no way to bring Macross over. There's been like a couple limited things, but it's been real bad.
Yes.
Anything that has to do with the original Macross characters cannot come over here and has not been able to come, and which is crazy because there were sequels, there were continuations, there were films. It's a rich tapestry of jets that turn into robots and the people who pilot them and kiss other people who pilot them. It's a great show. But also, in return, in retaliation for this, Big West has been stopping a big Hollywood version of Macross from happening. For a very long time in the 90s and the early 2000s, Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire had the rights to Macross and wanted to make a Macross movie with them as Rick and Roy. They weren't able to do it because Big West has always said, if you make a movie, we will make sure it can never come out in Asia. How are you going to release a Macross movie and not bring it out in Asia? Well, both companies finally came together and signed an agreement on March 1st, the day of the greatest peace accord in the history of mankind. Big West and Harmony Gold are going to allow the unification of the Macross and Robotech franchises. Macross comes over to the US. Harmony Gold will dub and sub and release it. And a Macross movie can finally be made.
Yay! Ending on a happy note. How exciting.
How exciting.
Deals can be met. Take a look, Sony.
Sony, Marvel.
Hey, Sony. Marvel.
There's got to be something we can do.
It's got to be something. Let's
gotta be
keep
something
talking
we
about
can
it.
do.
I'm a lawyer. I will negotiate the deal for you.
And I got a street MBA. I'll make sure it's all good on both sides. Maybe I'll get a little something off the top. I don't know.
Exactly.
And if anybody at Fox wants to talk to me about my Xenomorph franchise where they can go through realities, you know, I'm here.
Yeah. So keep an eye out for that, everybody. Thank you to everyone who supported the show today. Thank you for starting your morning with us. We appreciate you so much. There are so many ways that you can support the show. First and foremost is being here, watching the show. Your time is the most valuable thing that you have. It is not lost on us that you choose to spend your mornings often 3 days a week with us. That's awful cool of you.
We make a show so people will watch it and enjoy it. And if you're watching it and enjoying it,
we love you for it.
Then we've got everything we need. But we do want to thank everybody who supported us throughout the show. Oh, she's got it. Is she going to do it? Are you going to do it?
I was just pulling it up. You can
do it today. Do it today.
No, you can
Come
do it.
on.
Okay. Hey, Big Papa Smurf gifting hella subs today. Thank you so much for gifting those subs to Tonberry Sloth, to Vector Victor, and to Iffy. How nice of you. We appreciate you so much. Thank you to Asdoriel for that $20 donation. And then also for gifting a sub to Liz. We appreciate that, Big Papa Smurf. And to Elliot. Thank you, Sweet Bean.
Yeah,
we appreciate you.
We also want to thank everybody who followed. Iffy Wadiway.
Iffy, we love you.
We love you. Demtex 10, Ryan MD 87, Tuba Peppers. You can't heal stupid. Red Pixie, Dasmal 77, Jonatello 90, I Spread Happiness. Rebecca Fa. 54 Aquasnates with the 500 bits. Ouchie shot yesterday. Feeling a bit tired today. Sleep it off.
Congrats on your
Sleep it off
Fauci
and
ouchie.
congrats. The DAT Network. Leah the Fabulous. Thank you all for your follows, your donations, your subs, for being here every day, for joining the Discord. Hey, maybe you're part of the Patreon. thank you very much. You're
Ooh,
going to
cool
get
of
an
you.
extra little clip today from us.
Also, Mandy Ray Designs and Unbutton Hennessy. While we were having that discussion, you followed. Thank you for being here. We do this show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and there's a bunch of other fun stuff on this channel. This is an entirely independent network of a bunch of streamers making shit we like together. There's tabletop content for days.
For days.
Tomorrow is Damsels, Dice, and Everything Nice, our Disney Princess D&D show. It's very, very fun. It's very good. I'm on it. I think it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. We
have a bunch of stuff over the weekend and always new things coming as well. Anthony.
Yes.
Where could they find you on the internet?
Oh, well, they can find me everywhere on the internet at Carboni, except here on Twitch, where I'm at Anthony Carboni. Twitch, you cowards, it's mine. Give it back to me. And of course, every Friday, I've got my podcast with Jeff Kanata. We Have Concerns. It's a science comedy improvised podcast. We don't improvise the science. We do improvise the comedy. WeHaveConcerns.com.
Nice. And you can find me everywhere on the internet at Not Saige. I stream on my channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. I've got a couple of games lined up for tomorrow I'm very excited about. But this afternoon at 3 o'clock Pacific, you can find me on the Smosh Games channel. We're doing an Among Us tournament. We're playing that new airship map, and people are going to yell at me, and I'm going to try not to cry.
Yeah.
You're not
really an Among Us streamer. We don't really enjoy it.
But it's a good game with the right people, and that crew, pretty cool. So I don't know. I'll be over there. Come and watch it. Come and support me. Come and tell them that I am not suspicious.
Yeah, she is not sus, and she is sensitive.
I've never been an imposter in my life.
Be nice to everyone, but be especially nice to her.
It's in the new guidelines that I released in a blog post. You can also follow us on social media for updates about the stuff that we're doing. We're at the Pixel Circus everywhere. And I love you, BBs. Thank you.
Love you, BBs.
We will see you very, very soon. Bye, friends.
Bye, BBs.